Surveillance is not support. Okay. Hey, y'all, welcome back to GoziTV. Do you have something to say? Okay, Rambo is here too. He just wants y'all to know. Okay, so today I want to talk to you guys about why I left Instagram, and maybe you should consider if you want to. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you're grown. I know you're grown because you're watching this. And Gauzy TV is for grown folks and kids who understand witty comedy, the smart kids, the chosen kids. But anyway, so I left Instagram simply because I felt myself becoming a bot, if that makes sense. When I got on YouTube, I had my mind made up. Like, I am going to create whatever I want. I am a pretty creative person, so it wasn't hard, and I'm just able to create whatever I want. And it was valued. It was valued here, right? Every platform has different values. I realized that my value on Instagram was the most cheapest, not real version of me that the universe or whatever the social media gods can muster up. I was getting further and further and further away from this production. I was getting further and further away, and it started to really weigh on me. We're not even going to start with how Instagram is really just a cesspool for people to watch you and hate on you. Surveillance is not support. Okay, I was sick of it. And people that are really tapped into who they are, really tapped into, putting out content that is going to raise vibrations of people, not just spitting out hate, right? People who have art forms, people who are truly influential can really feel those things. So I just felt that I was being watched. I did not like the monitoring spirits at all, but I kind of want to do a whole separate video on Instagram in that aspect. Okay. So like this video and leave in the comment section if you want me to do a part 2 of why I left Instagram, which I'm probably going to do anyway. So I was feeling like I was getting further and further and further away from who I am, what I want to create, and how I want to show up on this here interweb space, right? When filters started to come into play, and what else? I don't know, filters and really filters. I started to see that Instagram is a place of shallowness, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be annoying, but I think I'm cute as hell. I think I'm cute, right? But it doesn't matter how cute you think you are. It doesn't matter how cute not only you think you are, that you actually are. There's always a filter that can make you look a little, ooh, you know what I mean? Like a little more, right? Like I feel like I look damn, but the filters make me look like a damn, and it's just like, okay, like this is, so when it's time to upload anything, you're like, okay, well, let me just swipe that smooth little filter. It still look like me, but more of like a refined version of me. And like, sometimes you're like, shut up. Nobody's above it. I don't care if you have 10 followers on Instagram or 10 million. It's kind of a mind thing that happens. And I'm like, why is this another layer? Like, I've never had to worry about this, right? And let's be clear, I would never really use filters that were obnoxiously not me, just like a blur, right? But why is that a thing? I don't want to be in a space where I already have on makeup, but like now I feel like it's very, very unhealthy. I like to make productions. If you guys are new here, welcome. I've made a lot of videos throughout the years, and I'm actually about to unprivate a lot of my old videos. So leave it in the comment section if you want me to unprivate a lot of older videos. But I truly enjoy making productions, and I felt like I was cheapening myself just to keep up with quick algorithms, just for people to scroll incessantly down Instagram and not even really care about the work that I've put in, not even really care about the production of it. That's why I've deactivated all of my Instagrams, and the only place you can find me now online is here on GoziTV, right where I started, because here I can truly do what I set forth to do. Here I can truly make put my purpose on a platter. Choose a platform to put your purpose on a platter. Choose a platform to put your purpose on a platter. Choose a platform to put your purpose on a platter. And I feel like I couldn't do that on Instagram. I knew I was doomed when My shortest videos back in the day were maybe like 4 to 7 minutes. And then Instagram was like, 15 seconds. Actually, we'll give you 30 seconds. Actually, we'll give you a minute. Actually, we'll give you reels. And it's like, actually, I don't even really want to be here for real. If we're being honest, actually, I don't even really want to be here. So while you thought you were doing me a favor, Instagram, by giving me reels and all of this stuff, I'm no longer interested. No longer interested. Remember when you had to have 10K to get that swipe up? I was trying everything to get that 10K. So now it's not even like produce something of quality. I mean, let's be clear. It didn't even, I was still producing quality, but it was more so like, hurry up so you can get 10K, so you can get the swipe up, so you can get the swipe up for people to come to GoziTV, to link you back to here. Like looking for more eyes, more eyes, more eyes. More eyes is not always the best. That's the thing. I know my underdog position, and I'm just going to ride the wave, because more eyes doesn't always mean quality eyes. There's a lot of people online who have a lot of eyes on them, but there's a lot of eyes that are looking at them from a very lustful spirit. Maybe they're looking at you because they're jealous of you. Maybe you're getting a lot of eyes because maybe somebody is fetishizing the way fetishizing the way you look, right? Not all eyes are good eyes. Quality eyes. I want quality eyes. And let me tell you something. On Instagram, I was getting eyes that I'm just like, sweetie, why is this your husband in my story tuning in every morning? Like, as soon as I post, I know you. We went to college. This is weird. Like, I know y'all. Like, why is your husband tuning in? Stuff like that. That's a whole other conversation about stories, people watching, people. Let me tell you something. Instagram will show you who's dream girl, who's in their mind. You're somebody's dream girl. You are somebody's dream girl. And the craziest part, and nobody really wants to talk about this, but there's a lot of like, I'm gonna just say this. There's a lot of taken men that are watching women who they deem in their minds as their actual dream girl. They are watching her stories. They are chiming into her stories. They are chiming into her posts. They are, you know what I mean? And I guess vice versa too, right? If maybe you've settled down with someone and he's not really your dream person, you now get to watch this dream person who may just be like two people away, like maybe someone you went to college with, or a friend of a friend, right? That's weird. And I didn't like that energy, even though I wouldn't really pay anybody's husband or anything attention in the DMs. But like the fact that that's a thing, the fact that people have that such easy access to you, right? I don't like that. Back in the day, the stars, you're only seeing them on TV. You're only seeing them on commercial. You're only seeing them when you're tuning into their show. So guess what? People are only going to see me right here on GoziTV, because everything else was taking me so further and further away. I was feeling like I wasn't good enough. I was feeling like that my content didn't matter. Not that my content didn't matter. It didn't matter on that platform, because that platform is for shallowness, debauchery, and all kinds of other stuff. Shadiness, people watching you, jealousy, envy, depression. Instagram is low vibrational, and I would bet my last dollar on it. Like, it's not something that it's not an argument about, oh, well, maybe you're perceiving it. Absolutely not. Every time, and I knew that I wasn't tripping, because every time I would get on Instagram, my anxiety would just go up, right? Not for nothing, but I was judging people. And also Instagram also helped me even more, just solidifying my child free by choice status, right? Like, people being overly honest, overly sharing. As soon as you get on, like, an influx of like how to heal, morning routines. I get it, because you can find those things on YouTube too, but like Instagram was just very like too much freaking information. It's instant. I don't need all of that being fed to me. Meanwhile, I'm stuffing my mental with all of this stuff, which means I have no more energy for my stuff. Absolutely not. Instagram, miss me on it. If you want to find me, you can find me right here where I started. I have purpose on this platform. I cannot vouch for the other things, right? Like, Then you post a picture, and the craziest part too about Instagram, let me know, because I'm gonna do a part 2. I don't want to go, I don't want to make this video any longer. Do have more subcategories of why I left Instagram. But then you'll post something, and then people won't leave comments or whatever, but they'll watch your story, right? That is a feeling of just like ill. It's like ill. And I was tired of that ill. I was tired of that ill. Granted, there's a lot of people from like back home, right? Or wherever you moved from. Like, I'm the girl that moved to LA and I'm from Texas. Like, there's people from back home that are making vastly different life choices than I'm making. Just watching me still made me feel uncomfortable, because I know that they're not happy for me, right? It's a whole thing. This is part 1 of why I left Instagram. Make sure you chime in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. GoziTV.